Back in the faraway land of 2001, Wait, it's been 12 years already? Oh god, I feel old. Oh yeah, you guys want to feel even older? Kingdom Hearts came out more than a decade ago. Yeah. Go on, Google it. Yeah, think about that for a second. Anywho, back in 2001, Nintendo wanted to release a game to really show off the GameCube's power when it came to, the amount of shit on screen at once. So not even a month after its launch, Pikmin released on December 2nd. The same exact day Super Smash Bros. Melee came out. Yeah, not exactly the best marketing idea in the world. But hey, Pikmin still sold a lot of copies and got 2 sequels, one of which I've still yet to play because I don't have a Wii U. And probably won't have one for a while. Oh yeah, fun fact, if you actually have save data of Pikmin in the same memory card you had one of Melee, you actually get a cute little trophy thing, Olimar and the Pikmin. Not exactly worth the $125 it would have cost to buy both of those day one, but hey, it's kind of cool. The story starts with a space captain named Olimar, whose ship crash lands on an alien planet with it in complete shambles. Worse yet, his air tank only has enough for 30 days before he dies from the poisonous air inside. In those said days, he must find the missing 30 ship parts to have his ship able to fly again. Although technically, he only needs 25, as 5 are just useless crap like the massage chair. Still, if you want to 100% this game, that means you only have 30 days to gather 30 ship parts, a day for each part. Now that might not seem like much at first, but on repeat playthroughs, you actually see that you have a lot more time than you really need. The quickest I've been able to beat this game is about, I think, 17 or 16 days, although that's not as fast as other people I've seen. Like, I've heard of someone who's beat this game in 12 days. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Luckily, you come across these plant-like creatures called Pikmin that follow your every command no matter how stupid they may be. The thing is, even though the plot isn't very complex, it doesn't need to be, as the subtle ways Olimar has shown his personality are great. Like through the mission logs, for example. They show a guy that just wants to see his family again. And trust me, those logs get pretty damn sad and depressing at times. The game plays like a real-time strategy with action and puzzle elements mixed in, meaning you can place and command Pikmin however you want, but the camera is always following you. Although you do get a map later on showing where everything is, including the ship parts. Moving on to the Pikmin themselves, there are 3 types: red, blue, and yellow. Red Pikmin have the best attack power and are resistant to fire. Yellow Pikmin are able to be thrown higher than the other Pikmin and can carry bomb rocks used to blow up walls and enemies. And blue Pikmin can breathe underwater and even save other Pikmin from drowning. And you're gonna need all of their ability to save yourself from every animal that wants to kill you and your Pikmin. Hell, some aren't even content with eating your Pikmin, they just want to squash the poor things. This also means you're gonna be hearing their death cry. A lot. Fucking hate that, man. Luckily, you can take the corpses of your enemies back to the onions, which are basically Pikmin hives, and create even more Pikmin. This might sound morbid, but it's survival of the fittest out in this world, so what do you expect? Also, Wallowax can go fucking extinct for all I care. I'll kill as many as I fucking want to, game! Yeah, kill those tadpoles! Make them pay for existing. Anyway, another method of creating Pikmin is getting these little pellets with a number and a color that gives the maximum amount of Pikmin to the corresponding color. For example, if you have a red Pikmin with a red pellet, you'll get more red Pikmin than if you were to put blue and yellow Pikmin in there. There are 5 areas in this game: the Impact Site, Distant Spring, Forest of Hope, Forest Navel, and the Final Trial. There isn't really much to talk about in the beginning area or the trial, since there's only 3 ship parts total between the areas, but the other areas have so much content and parts packed in that you'll be in these areas for most of the game, and it's definitely the best part. Being stuck in these giant plots of land, at first jarring, but getting to know the layout and seeing what parts and what fights you're going to go on these adventures with. It becomes definitely the best part of the game. Each area has at least one boss enemy to kill for a ship part. These include the daddy long-legged spider that will insta-kill your Pikmin with a single stomp if you're not careful, and freaking snag rats that are snakes with birds as a head that pick at your Pikmin so fast you will lose half of your army fighting just one of these things. There are some optional stuff that exists in the game, but not much. There are 3 optional bosses, 2 of which are a joke, while the third can be the fucking end of you if you're not careful. The Smoky Prog has poison on its back that can instantly kill any Pikmin behind it. At least you get 100 Pikmin for killing it. Another mode exists called Challenge Mode where you can grow as many Pikmin as you want, but it's kind of boring after a while. The game does have some cons though. A big one is that the Pikmin, while loyal, can be stupid. They have the worst ADD for some reason, as they will go randomly after tall grass and rocks to get nectar, which, while I'm on the subject, is a substance that powers up your Pikmin into flower Pikmin, which basically makes them go faster. However, they will do this shit even if a giant monster is coming to eat them. Also, they will get stuck in corners and worst of all, trip. I don't know why Miyamoto thought making your army trip for no reason was good design, but it's not. Cut that shit out, Nintendo. One thing this game definitely deserves credit for is the soundtrack and its graphics. For a 12-year-old game, the environments still feel detailed and have definitely aged well. Not to mention, they make you feel like the world is huge, with a few man-made objects scattered about, and with you being the size of an ant. The soundtrack is small, but a lot of memorable tunes like The Force of Hope and Distant Spring are in here. I should also mention the Japanese theme, Aya no Uta, but that was more for the Japanese trailers and was never really in the game. Some songs though just didn't stick with me. That's really the only complaint I can think of, honestly. As far as the endings of the game, there are 3. A good, a bad yet funny ending, and an okay ending. Getting all 30 ship parts gets you the good ending. Getting between 25 and 30 ship parts gets you the okay ending. And getting less than the required 25 gets you the bad ending. Simple as that. It still amazes me how well Pikmin has held up all these years. Sure, the Pikmin AI can be completely idiotic at times, but the environments, soundtrack, and just this sense of grand adventure the game gives more than makes up for it. Plus, for a first attempt at a game series, it's pretty damn good. So I give Pikmin a 9 out of 10.